Hi everyone, today we are here with another video and I hope this video helps you a lot for your prelims examination point of view. So in this video we will be discussing about the JCJ subject syllabus. So this also will explain you detailedly regarding the object of the subject and the chapters involved with it along with the dates. So before going into this video, one should understand two main important things regarding the dates mentioned for every act. So the first one is adapted date and the second kind of date is commenced date. So how to identify this is the adapted date will be on a later or the previous year and the commenced date is the date on which the act has came into force. And if you see here under Civil Procedure Code 1908, there are two dates mentioned. So among these two dates, one will be the adopted date and other will be the commenced date. So the adopted date, as I said you earlier, it will be the previous date or on which the bill is being presented. So among these two dates, 21st March 1908 is the previous date. So this is the adopted date and 1st January 1909 is commenced date, which is the act has been came into the force. And here in this video, let us learn in detail regarding every act, the introduction. Okay. So Civil Procedure Code 1st January 1909 and 21st March 1908. So it consists of 11 chapters and 158 sections in total and 5 schedules and orders 51. So Sir Earl Richards is treated as the person who has introduced the Civil Procedure Code and this act has been first enacted in the year 1859. So the main object of this subject is to provide an end to the litigation rather than giving certain critical punishments. And the next one here is Civil Rules of Practice 1980. So this act is about the guidelines how the civil courts should function and what are the procedures involved in court and how to deal with civil cases. So this act consists of 19 chapters and 306 rules. So the next act is regarding Criminal Procedure Code 1973 and it has been uh, adopted in 25th January 1974 and has commenced in 1st April 1974. And it consists of sections 484 and chapters 37 and schedules, two schedules. So basically the criminal procedure code is to prevent the delay in investigation and to proceed with the punishments and to issue the warrants and summons for the offences caused. Likewise, in the civil rules of practice, the same follows for criminal rules of practice. So for criminal rules of practice 1990, this is to guide the functioning of the criminal courts and criminal procedures in the court. And this act consists of 16 chapters and 273 rules. And the next act is Indian Contracts Act 1872. So this is 1st September 1872 and also to remember for Evidence Act also it is 1st September 1872 the commenced date, the came into force date, and the adopted date is the previous date, so the previous year or the later one 25th April 1872 for Contracts Act and it has sections 238 and chapters 11 but out of which two chapters were deleted and they are made into separate specified acts under Partnership and Sale of Goods Act. The next act is Specific Relief Act 1963. So the dates are 13th December 1963 and 1st March 1964. The sections, 44 sections and chapters are 8 chapters. So these 8 chapters are divided into 3 parts. One is preliminary and other is specific relief and other is preventive relief, under which it says about injunctions. So this act is to enforce the individual civil rights. So the reason for having these two acts side by side is you can find the similarity, that is both of these acts came in the same year 1882 and the dates are also same. That means at the same time these two acts, the bills are passed, and at the same time these two acts came into force. So one is 1st July 1882 and other is 17th February 1882. So now going into Transfer of Property Act, it has 137 sections in 8 chapters. So this act is regarding the transfer of property from one person to other person. And the next act is Indian Easements Act 1882. This act consists of 64 sections and 6 chapters. So the object of this act is related to easements and licenses. And the next act we discuss about is the Registrations Act. This act is specifically mentioned as the Registrations Act 1908 because in the year before 1969, the act is said to be as Indian Registrations Act, and for the amendment 1969, it has the word Indian has been removed and in place of Indian, the has been replaced. So the Registrations Act 1908, and the dates are 18th December 1908, 1st January 1909. So this consists of 15 chapters and 89 sections in this act. So this act is to give the legal rights and obligations to the property and making the document available for public usage. So the next act we come across is Indian Stamps Act 1899. So the dates are 27 January 1899 and 1st July 1899. So the sections are 78 sections. So the 79th one is repealed and it has 8 chapters. So these two acts are one of the simplest minimal acts for prelims preparation and good scoring part. Hindu Marriage Act 1955 and Hindu Succession Act 1956. So Hindu Marriage Act consists of 6 parts and it has been came into force on 18th May 1955. And the object is to prohibit bigamy and polygamy marriages, and if so they are being done, they are strictly punishable under IPC. So regarding Hindu Succession Act, the came into force date is 17th June 1956 and this has sections 30 and parts 4. So, and the object of Hindu Succession Act is to codify the law relating to intestate succession and divide it among the Hindus. So that means a person, if he dies without writing a will, it is called as intestate succession, and the property is being divided among the family members in terms of Hindu Succession Act. The next one is AP Land Encroachment Act 1905. So the date is 23rd December 1906 and this has 16 sections. So this act is to prevent unauthorized occupation of government property lands. And the next act is Limitation Act 1963. So the dates are 5th October 1963 and 1st January 1964. So this has 5 chapters in which 32 sections are involved. And Limitation Act is about providing the time limit for passing any suit, appeal, or any other things which are before the court. One of the most important act for prelims preparation and also for mains preparation is Indian Penal Code 1860. So the dates are 6th October 1860, the bill date, and the 1st January 1862 is the commencement date, and it has 511 sections in 23 chapters. So this act is treated as a substantive law, and this has been having the definitions of the offences and the punishments involved with the offences. The next act is Negotiable Instruments Act 1881 and the dates are 9th December 1881 and 1st March 1882. So this has sections 148 in 17 chapters and every negotiable instrument is treated as a contract. So to legalize the system of negotiable instrument, this act has been implemented. Protection of Women from Domestic Violence Act 2005. So interesting thing about this act is the time limit on which a magistrate takes the complaint is very less, which is 2 days. If the aggrieved person has given a complaint, it will be taken by the magistrate within 2 days of time limit. So the dates are 13 September 2005 and 26 October 2006. So this has 5 chapters and 37 sections. So this involves with the females which are treated as victims of violence. The next act involved is Juvenile Justice Act for Care and Protection of Children 2015, and this has 10 chapters and 112 sections, and the date is 31st December 2015. So this is to protect two main objects of children. One is to protect the children who are in conflict with law and also to provide the juveniles with care and protection. The next act is Indian Evidence Act 1872, 15th March 1872 and 1st September 1872. So it has 11 chapters in 3 parts and 167 sections. So this Evidence Act involves with all the basis of facts to be produced under evidence in court of law. And this Evidence Act is treated as a procedural law, but the topic estoppel will be treated under substantive law. So coming to the next subject, AP Gaming Act 1974. The date is 23rd August 1974 in which it came into force, and this consists of 17 sections and 4 rules. So the object of this act is to punish those who have done gaming and those who have opened a common gaming house. And the next last act in this video to be explained is AP Excise Act 1968. This is one of the oldest act for excise department, and 29th August 1968 is the commenced date. So this consists of 10 chapters in which 73 sections are being involved. We hope that this video helps you for your preparation to remember regarding prelims point of view and basis of MCQs regarding the dates, chapters and sections involved for every act. So if you like this video, do share it for any aspirant who wants to learn. Thank you and see you in the next video.